r/askreddit. What stupid thing did you spend tons of money on? I spent 30 on Shaq Fu for the Mega Drive when I was a kid, and still regret it. Saving that much took me months. If you make a review of it on YouTube, you'll probably make the money back. You're forgetting age inflation. Spending 30 as a child is the equivalent of spending 1 million as an adult. I spent $200 at Disneyland on a double shooting gun and about $180 on bubbles. Warhammer figurines. The game was okay, but it took me far too long and far too many purchases to remember that I don't like painting. We should be friends. I love the painting, but have no interest in playing. Did not expect this to gain so much traction. Sorry, guys, I have a full-time job, and I'm taking classes in my free time. I don't have time to paint your figures. I appreciate the interest. World of Warcraft. Was legit addicted to it for a long time. Completely ignored and dropped out of my first year of college in favor of working part-time and playing WoW for about 10 to 12 hours per day. Finally broke the habit after about 6 total years of playing. Now, 7 years after quitting, I still feel the urge to go back to it sometimes. Shit is crazy addicting. All 500 people that told me I should come back to play Classic, you're all terrible people. I feel this. Luckily, my addiction reached its peak in high school, so I had time to figure out my shit. I would call off work for raid nights and have friends over who would watch me play because I didn't want to stop and hang out. It was bad. I still played in college, but luckily it never made me drop out. But the money I've spent over the years for just a subscription plus faction/server changes, etc. is staggering. But even worse is typing/played and seeing how much time I've wasted. Bath bombs. It's literally money down the drain. Lush is evil. You'll be a block away and smell it. Which turns into yes, $5 is a reasonable price to spend per bath. A Snoop Dogg concert. Snoop was so messed up on something that he didn't sing a single word. Someone stood behind a podium with a MacBook and played old Snoop songs over the pop. Snoop hobbled around on stage and threw joints from a bag at the same people in the front row over and over again. Every now and then he would wobble over to the mic and yes something like a hype man, like "Yaha, that's right," etc. Still feel betrayed to this day and get irrationally upset when the Reddit hive mind praises Snoop Dogg on a daily basis. This happened to me with Pearl Jam. He was so drunk he was rolling around on the stage floor wasted. It took me a good 10 years to forgive him. I have an art degree. Wow, this sure blew up. For those of you interested, I have been working as a carpenter for the last 10 years and have been doing alright for myself. My girlfriend and I just celebrated the 1-year anniversary of us buying our first house the other day. Instead of buying me gold, consider supporting your local animal shelter and/or food bank. One of those AB belts that shocks your muscles into contracting to give you a six-pack. Newsflash, it didn't work, but it did shock the crap out of me. For everyone telling me about body fat and toning doesn't work and blah blah, I was a 19-year-old, 125 lb female soldier with the 101st Airborne Division. Some of the SF, Ranger, and infantry guys I worked with said they were using them. I just had this little fat pooch I was hoping to get rid of. Swimsuit season was coming. Smile. Thank you for putting your body on the line for science. Timeshare condo in Park City. Had one good vacation there in 6 years of ownership because it was so damn hard to get an available week. At least I was well off enough to buy with cash. Never buy one of these. It's treated like property. It comes with an open-ended maintenance contract, and, unlike real property, there is no secondary market, so you can't sell it. Just don't buy it. However, since then, I've never hesitated to take their free tickets and offers since then. I listen to their pitch and then just tell the salesperson, there is literally nothing they can do, say, or show me to get me to buy. My uncle goes to timeshare pitches all the time just to scarf up the free food or whatever they're offering. It's just his hobby now. He'll even sit happily through the whole presentation, although he would never in a million years buy one. Steam sales. The bundles. I recently saw that something like 36% of all Steam purchases are never played, and, on top of that, only 12 to 13% are played for more than 30 hours. I blame Steam sales. They give you that extra motivation to jump off the fence when deciding on a purchase, because 75%-95% off feels like a once-in-a-lifetime thing even though it happens like once or twice a month. In fairness, a lot of games are shorter than 30 hours. I say 90% of the games I play can be finished within then. And these sales rarely happen for popular multiplayer games. About $200 worth of D&D books, figures, dice, and miscellaneous accessories, when several of us from work formed a group. We played fairly regularly, but the guy whose house we played at got mad when things didn't go exactly his way, so he stopped all games at his house. We tried playing a couple of times at other locations, but he had been located centrally, and depending on where we played, some people ended up driving more than an hour. Plus, when he quit, he took his girlfriend and best friend with him. Oof, I know that feeling. Currently have over $300 in books and about $200 in dice sitting on my table while I'm writing a campaign procrastinating on Reddit. A hoverboard I never got. 12-year-old me was very stupid, and I had just got an ATM card to cash out of my saved-up money in the bank. So browsing Instagram one day, I see an ad for a hoverboard for only $100. Of course, though, it's a scam company, which I believed. I proceeded to buy one of those Visa gift cards for $100 and DM the Instagram account my card's info. One day later, and my card history said it was all spent at Walmart. However, when I messaged the account who scammed me, they convinced me that something just went wrong, and I should redo with a new card. So for some reason, stupid 12-year-old me got another $100 card and sent all that info again. Same deal. I lost $200 of my $1,500 savings account on an internet scam. I learned from that mistake. Cigarettes. Such a waste. It'll be 10 years since I quit next year. Damn. Good on you. I need to quit myself, and I've tried several times, but I always end up breaking down and buying a pack when I'm overwhelmed with stress. The amount you spend is ridiculous nowadays, and if you smoke a lot, you can easily spend over $100 a week. I hope I can get to your level someday. So reading everyone's comments has actually been pretty inspiring, and a couple of individuals have privately messaged me with advice. I think I'm gonna give it a shot and try to quit starting Sunday. Thanks guys, and wish me luck. I haven't done this in a while, but I used to spend ridiculous amounts of money commissioning artists online. While it's not really a stupid thing to spend money on, because I like to support artists as much as I can, it got to a point where I was spending half of my wages, or sometimes more, on them. Honestly, it was almost like I was addicted to just throwing money at artists to see my characters portrayed in different genres and scenarios. I still enjoy looking at the various pieces I commissioned, but every time I see them now I can't help but cringe at how many there and how much money I must have spent in total. Super easy trap to fall into if that's your thing. I was made for this. I bought a $800 mountain bike I've used twice. A $600 camera that I use occasionally. I just bought a brand new car in 2017, $23.5K. I bought a motorcycle 3 weeks ago, spent $2,500 for the bike, and another $1,000 on gear/registration. My computer setup was over $4K. I spend about $200 to $300 a month on food just for work. Send help. I can't stop. A metal detector for when I lost my college ring. I lost the ring during a party I threw. I thought I lost it outside and freaked out and bought a metal detector to find it. Turns out it was on my desk underneath a dollar bill.